recap of the latest local news regarding COVID-19.
Holidays, beaches and parties often go hand in hand for Jamaicans. So with the country approaching the Emancipation period in early August, there is an acceptance that many Jamaicans will flock to their favorite spots in large numbers. But it is a worry for the authorities who are keen to contain the coronavirus. Local Government Minister Desmond McKenzie says far too many Jamaicans have become relaxed regarding the COVID-19 pandemic.
And the common phrase now in Jamaica is that COVID not keep. I want to say to you here that is far from being so. If there's a time when we must become more vigilant and practice the protocols that have been laid down by the Ministry of Health, I think this is the time for it now.
The local government minister suggested that a lockdown of certain sectors could happen again, depending on how promoters, patrons and other entertainment seekers conduct themselves over the coming days.
And I know that parties is a way of life for many communities, especially in rural Jamaica. So everybody going to want to keep them liquor session over the holidays. I'm going to say to you, observe the protocols. Because if, and let me say it again, if the government is forced to take actions, then we are going to take those actions to protect the wider Jamaica.
Since the country reopened its borders, over 50,000 Jamaicans have returned home. Around 20,000 of those persons are supposed to be in home quarantine. Mr. McKenzie admitted some of them are not doing so.
Can be business as usual. And don't fall for no propaganda that people is telling you that what the government is doing is taking away your rights, pretending as if COVID is not real. It is real.
Persons who breach the curfews, stay-at-home orders or the other health guidelines can be fined up to $1 million or 6 months imprisonment.
And the clampdown on unauthorized parties has already started. Local Government Minister Desmond McKenzie said at least one party in one of Kingston's entertainment hotspots will not be held this weekend. Mr. McKenzie addressed this matter in a virtual town hall this afternoon.
Certain flyers going around advertising events from Marketplace. That event has no approval from the KSMAC. Anyone who attempts to stage any event at the Marketplace over this weekend, whether tonight, tomorrow night, or any other night, without the requisite approval, this is one time I am going to say that event now keep.
While some Jamaicans look to party this holiday weekend, others will be taking the opportunity to rediscover Jamaica by taking a staycation. The Tourism Ministry is reporting an uptick in reservations being made by locals. Anthony Lugg has the story.
The Emancipation weekend is fast approaching, and in previous years, all roads would have been leading to Ocho Rios and Dinkrale for a weekend of festivities. COVID-19 halted some of those plans, and with restrictions on social gatherings and entertainment events, Jamaicans have been taking advantage of something else. This was Prime Minister Andrew Holness in Parliament on Tuesday.
Our locals have been supporting the tourism industry greatly. Indeed, staycations are becoming a thing in Jamaica now.
The tourism sector reopened on June 15, and with tourists accepting the new norm as well as Jamaicans taking staycations, there's now a glimmer of hope. Delano Seavright is Senior Strategist in the Tourism Ministry.
A month and a half in, we have had over 50,000 visitors to the island, many of whom are foreigners. It is nowhere near where we were last year, when you will have on average probably 250,000 to 300,000 visitors coming in. But it's certainly something and the country has earned in excess of 80 million US dollars, or over $1 billion Jamaican dollars, since we have reopened for tourism on June 15.
That aside, uncertainty lingers. But according to Mr. Seavright, there's growing optimism within the sector. He added that the ministry is also pushing for citizens to rediscover Jamaica. But what's the occupancy level looking like?
Well, it's just about 30-35% of our hotels that are open to date. We have 20-25% occupancy rates at many of our hotels. Some have reported occupancy of 30-35%. On weekends, we find that a lot of Jamaicans are going out on Fridays and Saturdays to enjoy some of these hotels that are open. And I know one major hotel on the North Coast noted to us that they had in excess of 400 Jamaicans on property over the weekend enjoying Jamaica.
With skepticism about travel due to COVID-19, staycations have been given a buzz. However, the big question is, when will things return to normal?
It will take months, if not years, for the full recovery of our tourism sector here and all over the world. However, we're seeing some positive signs. We expect certainly over the next month or so to continue to see an uptick. However, I think the next big uptick will be November, December, heading into Christmas. And then certainly for the winter season next year, we will watch and